I was in bed. I was going to bed, arranged my white noise machine, cuddled because I have to leave my house quite early tomorrow. I have some hacks. This gem popped up in my notifications. I was saying no, 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 no. Wait until tomorrow, but it's a doozy, guys. This woman, in case you don't know her, is your future queen. And the so-called royal experts and commentators have decided to give us have decided to make her the focus of their segment. Let's see what they could possibly be talking about. Could it be her work, guys? For those of you who may have seen it, I have probably and I do apologize. I've posted quite a lot about the reporting around Princess Kate. I've posted that Nothing Burger. I don't even know why that article was released. People article, and guys, you know what? Maybe I am about to be proven wrong. I'm sure I'm about to be proven wrong. I'm sure they're about to give us the tea about Kate and what she does and what we can look forward to as she ascends to the role of our first millennial queen. Let's dig into it very quickly.
Went filming in Kensington Palace. What are Catherine Styles' secrets and what is the royal protocol over nail polish?
Okay. That's it, folks. That is the worthy news for your future queen. Her fashion secrets. Oh, for those of you that come into my page and say that I'm picking on Kate, I am so glad this is happening. I am so glad this is happening and there's video. So it's not like as if it's me. It's me who's looking for things to complain about Kate. This literally just popped on my timeline. But you know what? Maybe I'm being unfair. That can't be the only thing they're going to talk about. Let's hear.
Hello and welcome to Palace Confidential, but this is not just any old Palace Confidential, it's a fashion special. I'm Jo Elvin and here this week the Daily Mail's royal editor Rebecca English is with me, as is a Palace debutante Claire Chisotti, who edits the royal pages of the Mail Online, and the Mail's star columnist Sarah Vine. It's been a while, Sarah. Welcome to you all.
Yes, I don't know why I've been invited back for the fashion special because as...
Wow, so it really is fashion. Wow. Kate fans, what are your thoughts on this, please? Feel free to put it in my comment, since I am now forced to listen to some of this garbage. For those of you who don't know these clowns, that's the person talking at the beginning, slapped ass, Becky Big Back, Snape, and I have no idea who that fourth woman is.
As viewers will know, I am the last person to have any sort of fashion sense.
Available, cheap, we're desperate, you know.
The other people couldn't come,
I'm joking, we're delighted to have you. Now, just a quick reminder to subscribe to the Daily Mail Royals channel if you don't already, and let us know what you think of this show in the comments section below. Because if you're interested in royal fashion and you let us know that there's sort of things you want to talk about, you can tell us and we'll try to give you more of that stuff. Does that sound good? Stick around though for a very exciting behind-the-scenes trip that Rebecca...
Okay, so basically, they don't have any content. This is content fishing. And since all their usual talking points, Prince Harry wants to come back to the royal family. Netflix deal. Meghan and Harry are breaking up. Meghan is about to be dropped by Netflix. What are the other ones I'm missing? I think those are the top 4. All of them have been poo-pooed in the space of 4 weeks. Oh yeah, sorry. Meghan's show is flopping out. Will she get a season 2? All those talking points have been completely eradicated, destroyed, and removed since Meghan started posting herself on Instagram, since Harry is featured in some of those videos, and we've seen the Invictus Games. We've watched her TV show. Her show was a hit. She's now partnered up with Azeva. Uncle Ted has come out and said that it's most likely they're getting another supersized deal. Talking points, 0. So now they have decided to do their job and focus on the actual working royal, the so-called MVP of the royal family, the so-called most popular loyal based on Nobody has provided the numbers and who they sampled for this, by the way. Kate, Princess Catherine, your future and your first millennial queen. And what have they decided to talk about today, guys? Not Kate's work, not her charities, not her achievements, not what exactly has Catherine done in the almost 14 years she's been in the royal family as a senior working member of the royal family, guzzling all our taxes. They've decided to talk about her fashion. Kate fans, royal watchers, what? Let me allow them to continue for just a bit. Don't worry, I won't torment you. I'll just give it a little bit. Let me just see where this is going. Again, guys, you know me, I always tend to jump the gun. Maybe there's more nuance to this than I expected. Let's see.
Rebecca took inside a royal palace. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes. But first, let's talk about someone who, it won't surprise you, is an absolute firm favourite when it comes to fashion in the royal family. She's the most commented on amongst our viewers, and that is, of course, Catherine, the Princess of Wales. And she was out of the public eye for a while, but now she's increasingly back. Now, Rebecca, have you noticed any change to her fashion, or is it sort of like just classic Catherine, more of the same?
I wish I could start the show off on an exciting front and say, no, it's all very different. But I do think it is classic Catherine, more the same. And I think where she's got to in her life, a lot of royal women do, is she's got into her groove. She knows what works. And she's taken, I think, a great leaf out of Queen Elizabeth's way she's dressed, in the fact that you are there and you need to be seen.
She's definitely got a lot more into the vivid, solid colours, hasn't she?
Exactly. They look amazing. I mean, I think one of my favourite...
So that right up there is an absolute effing lie. Kate was dressing like someone's grandma, if I remember. That's why I never thought about her. That's why that woman could literally be standing right here and I'm just looking at her, okay. That's all. She was so unforgettable. The media were dragging her for this, actually. And in fact, she does not work. But since they are rewriting history, all of that, the vivid colors, all of that started when Meghan entered the picture. Let's keep it 100. I'm not going to show you fashion things because I'm a tech nerd and I don't have the patience for that. There are people that are probably better equipped for that type of thing. And if you go online and just type Kate Middleton, Meghan Markle or Meghan Sussex and put fashion, and you will see exactly what I mean. How Kate has started copying or copies Meghan's fashion, copies her style, because she, as well as not having anything to do, she can't even build up a lookbook for herself. But let's finish off. Let's continue. God, I hope I can bear with this.
Favourite moments with her was one of the state visits, and she stepped out of the car and she was in this incredible red dress and this huge red hat, and you knew she'd arrived and all eyes were on her.
Yeah.
And I think that's when we like her best. We like that really kind of bold, powerful dressing.
It's interesting, isn't it, Sarah, because it's bold and it's stylish and it's fashion forward, but there's a timelessness as well.
Yes, and didn't she recently say that she wasn't going to tell the press the labels that she was wearing?
Oh, no, that's so boring.
Oh, that is a whole storm in a teacup.
No, but that was very much her signalling, I don't just want to be seen for my fashion. I don't just want to be a fashion plate. I have these other things that I do, and yes, of course, I wear clothes, and yes, I look nice in clothes, but it's not all. It's not everything. And I think that's quite a brave thing to say. Annoying for you, because now obviously you have to guess what she's wearing. Can you do that?
There's a whole...
Is there a Shazam?
Okay. And Sarah, oh, this is Sarah Vine. I call her Snape because she's just a vile woman. And she's right. I'll give it to her. If you recall from my last video, Kate said she doesn't want to be known for her fashion. She did talk about it. Of course, Becky doesn't like that because bringing any conversation, and she mentioned, even though she stumbled past it, I want to be known for my work. What work? If I were here, I'll be like, okay, so the fashion, great. What does Kate do when she's wearing these fashions? These fashions that we are paying for, guys. Just to remind all of you. I wonder where this conversation is going. Could it be interesting? Could Sarah Vine be the person who's actually going to challenge what the hell are we doing here, talking about fashion instead of work?
There's a whole, yeah.
I
So there is
I
an
think
internet.
Is there
that
an
might
app?
be the Shazam.
Yes,
Yeah.
no,
Yes.
brilliant.
Are
I
you the
have,
Shazam?
I have a fashion writer who, within about 10 seconds, can ID any outfit that
Thank God for
Catherine is
her.
wearing.
Yes.
Thank God for her.
Yeah, because no, she's not.
I'm pretty good. I spotted the Zara the other day within about 3 seconds of it dropping on
Yeah.
the screen.
But is that because of your naughty lunchtime shopping trips?
Maybe, but it's possibly because I've been doing royal pictures for 30 years,
Yeah.
and it's literally what I eat, sleep, and breathe.
Did you start
doing.
when you were 5?
Basically,
Yeah.
Oh, nice joke.
But she
bit older
doesn't.
than
But
that.
she doesn't. She recycles a lot of it. I'd say it sounds a stupid thing to say.
I know.
Everybody recycles their clothes. So everybody wears their clothes again and again. But she doesn't always buy a new outfit for an event,
No.
does she? So she's quite. She knows what she looks. I mean, she's got this. She has got the most incredible figure. She's very narrow, which is really lovely. We were just talking about this earlier. Like you, this is not meant as an insult. She's quite flat-chested, which is much easier to dress
she's a model.
than bosomy ladies, as the three of us can attest. So things look
Thank
good
you for
on
that
you,
compliment,
and
Sarah.
especially well, it is a compliment, especially when you're walking or you're moving on camera. If you've got bosoms, everything flaps around and it doesn't sit nicely. Whereas with Catherine, it does. It looks kind of. She always looks very soignée.
For professional women, because these are working women, are having a conversation about the future queen, our first millennial queen, our first post-feminist movement queen. And the only thing these women can think to talk about is Kate is tall, Kate is skinny, model thin. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry. I think the word is svelte. You guys are into fashion. That is it, guys. That is what this segment is about. I even thought there would be some nuance. I was trying to be fair to Kate. I always try to be fair to Kate. And I want it to be clear again. I'm not picking on Kate. I'm picking on the way she is being reported. Let me say it again. For professional women who, considering their age, these are not spring chickens, probably came up at a time when sexual harassment was rampant in the industry. They were probably called love, darling, had their bums flapped, probably had to make their more, basically do what a lot of women, boomers that are, boomers and above had to do to survive in that industry. And they probably also were pro-feminist, funny enough. And what they have decided to do is to not talk about the fact that, if they had gathered around here and to kind of self-critique themselves, that we have a millennial queen who nobody knows anything about what work she does, what contributions she's made in the 14 years plus almost that she's been sucking taxpayer money. Maybe we should think about how we report the women in the royal family. Maybe we should think about that and try and see if we can do better. Oh, no. They are feeding into that nonsense. And let me show you, I don't have that article here. I saw an article from Snape a few days ago. After that, I don't even know what that was, when William and Kate, to earn publicity for the 2+ holidays that they had taken without working this year, went to Wales for a photo op. Snape actually wrote an article saying, what the hell was this? What was this public event two of you went on? You didn't do anything. You didn't add any value. It was just a nothing burger. You went to Wales and, of course, sorry, I forgot. They were Kate and William were holding hands. Right. It came off almost immediately after Meghan and Harry went to the Invictus. So we know who they were copying. And William was carrying his usual empty folder. So he carried an empty folder, held his wife's hand, went to Wales to, was it bake bread? Or something like, okay, yes, that was when Kate was telling us about her jam, I don't even know what type of jam recipe. And Lorraine was almost orgasming at that, saying, oh, well, unlike Meghan, Kate is giving hers for free. Well, I bloody hope so, considering how much money she is eating from our taxes without doing anything. I think the least she can do, if she does create jam, is to give that recipe out for free. As taxpayers, we deserve it. We are literally paying for that jam. Do you see? I feel, and the funny thing about this is, you can't help but be snarky, because this is why I was telling you that I can't help but feel that maybe in a shady way, they are setting Kate up for dragging. How do they assume anybody, millennial and younger, the people that Kate is supposed to be ruling over, would find this asinine conversation useful? Now, am I saying that they shouldn't talk about her fashion? Of course not. We just said it now that everything Meghan wears sell. But that cannot be the only thing to talk about your future queen. What? The queen, and just to give you guys context, the queen consort, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, Camilla. Let's give it to Camilla. She stole that woman's husband, managed to play the press in a way that she is now the queen, married to the king, right? She's basically installed herself and her children as, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure Charles probably likes them more than he likes his own kids. And not to mention, did I mention that she's managed to do the impossible and build a healthy relationship with the press, considering how she was destroyed during that whole Diana, Charles, Camilla fiasco? And if we choose to ignore Camilla and focus on the real queen, Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch. Look, I can't stand the royal family. They're all colonialist, thieving, rapists, slaver. I won't get into it. But even I have this amount of respect for Queen Elizabeth. That woman worked literally until just about a few days or hours before she died. I've never seen anything like that. That woman has been working since she was 24, 23, 24, died in her 90s. Still managed to rule over a family and go through an unimaginable amount of tragedy and chaos, and the amount of things she had to preside over is incredible, actually. And now your future queen. And sorry, don't forget that she didn't have the luxuries that all of us millennial women have. And now your first millennial queen. The first millennial queen, post-feminist queen, in a world where women can be business women can be CEOs, women are presidents, women are running companies, women are buying houses, women are owning cars, women are building, they are designing, they are creating. We almost had two female, let me not rub the wound in. And the only thing we can discuss about the future queen of England is her fashion. Oh, sorry, she rewears clothes. Oh, sorry, she's skinny, which is the white woman standard, apparently. This is where we are, guys. And now I'm hoping you understand why this really pisses me off. This pisses me off. Meghan is torn apart daily for daring to come into this family, look around and say, nah, I'm good. For daring to go outside the family, take her new platform, organize and secure deals, multi-million-dollar deals, which no member of the royal family can even get. I heard a rumor, I never reported it because I don't report rumors, but let me talk about it briefly. I heard a rumor that there was some discussion, the royal family reached out to Netflix and tried to sabotage the deal Harry and Meghan had. They were like, I heard a rumor, guys, I don't know if this was true. They were saying that Meghan, they were saying that if Netflix cancels Meghan's show, they will give them royal family content. And I'm so glad, if this is true, I'm so glad Netflix said, we have the data in front of us. We're fine. Thank you. Again, it's a rumor, I don't know. Meghan is about to release a podcast talking about her, giving us a realistic view into some of the struggles of being a female founder. She's about to release an As Ever brand. Meghan should be queen. Sorry, let me just say it. Meghan should be queen. That's the queen right there. Meghan is literally the queen that we millennials and younger need in these times. She's biracial. She's not some stuck up. She's beautiful, but she's not just a pretty face. And since white women like skinny women, she's skinny. She meets their beauty standards. She's a businesswoman. She's run a business, she's worked, she's educated, she's used her education. Because for those of you who forget, Kate went to Prince St. Andrews. That is not a joke of a school. That's actually a quite prestigious school. I forget what she did. I don't know, arts. I don't know what these people do, what these rich kids did. For 10 years, Kate did not do anything with that degree. She just sat down and waited for William to give her attention. 10 years. In the time that she was with William, she could have had access, and she would have had access to some pretty high net worth people. Kate could have done so many things, charities, functions, anything she wanted, while still pursuing William or whatever it is she was doing. I don't know. She chose not to take advantage of those things. She was just a party girl that was hopping around the whole place. 10 years. Okay, fine. Let me not be cruel to her. Let me talk about the fact that she's been married for almost 14 years. Now she's in the family. She's here. She has the apparatus. What has Kate done? I've already done a documentary. I'll link it so you can go through all the things that she's been attached to, none of which have gone anywhere. But yes, on the eve of her about to becoming queen, 4 professional women have decided they are going to toady up and talk about how skinny she is and her fashion lookbook. This is where we are, guys. I'm going to give this a few more minutes and my brain can only take so much. I'm sorry.
She's thin. She's every designer's dream. Her figure is to die for.
Well, you know what we say in Australia, which probably won't make the cut, that any more than a mouthful's a waste.
Yes. Quite. I do hope that makes the cut.
I have heard that. Rebecca obviously hasn't.
Back to business. Claire, I was talking to Richard and Rebecca on the show last week about her Commonwealth Day service outfit and that beautiful bright red hat. Now, that wasn't new, was it? She's good at bringing out the old classics.
She obviously has someone who looks after her clothes, or maybe she does it herself, but the hat she wore the other day at the Commonwealth Service was actually first worn in 2014 when Prince George was a baby and she had him on her hip in New Zealand. We didn't really notice the maple leaf back then, and we noticed it the other day, and, you know, as a lovely tribute to the Commonwealth Day service. And it looked as good as new. And the coat she was wearing, she's already worn, I think that was the 3rd time she'd worn that Catherine Walker coat. I don't think she's actually worn anything new yet this year. I could be wrong.
I can tell you where
I mean, I wouldn't expect her to because she's not working. So the question will now be, why is she wearing new clothes? She's not working. And I think I kind of owe Lorraine an apology because I was dragging her over that Canada red dress thing. I still can't believe that was a thing that was said on broadcast TV. But apparently these idiots have actually, I don't know if it came from Lauren. I think they genuinely did think that red dress was a testament. But then again, this is my question. In the People article, they said that red dress was a sign of confidence. So I'm confused. Is it Canada? Is it confidence? Is it both? Is Catherine talking to you people, or are you just making this shit up? I don't even know at this point. British people, members of the Commonwealth, is this your queen? I don't know how much more of this nonsense I can listen to. Let me give you 1 more minute, then guys, I'm out.
Where she got that hat from? It's from Gina Forster. It's a little shop just round near us in Kensington High Street. I don't think it's there anymore.
It's gone.
But you know that she's just popped out, you know, during her own.
But it hasn't
hour,
dated. It's in immaculate condition.
But isn't it just wild to think of that wardrobe with the amount of amazing garments in there that might come out in their lifetime 3 or 4 times? Yeah. It's wild.
And you know, female members of the royal family are very good at doing this, that they will pick the right occasion for the dress. And I think I mentioned on a programme the other week that I remember Queen Elizabeth having some beautiful evening dress, and I was told that actually they'd made it from a bolt of fabric she was given on a royal foreign visit about 40 years earlier. Wow. And had been sitting there in the stores, perfectly preserved. And Angela decided, actually, you know what, let's make an outfit.
Is there like a big revolving wardrobe in the palace? I mean,
enough. Thank you, guys. Anyway, I don't even know. I think I've said all I can say about this nonsense. I really should have waited till tomorrow because I didn't realize it was going to be so asinine. I thought I would get some sort of useful tea, but I guess more fool me. For those of you who don't know, the clothes, if you care, if you go into my video where I'm recapping the nonsense that was that People article, you will get the details about the dress if you care about that dress and that stupid hat. And yeah, look, I just think it's very, very. Roya Nika, that idiot, and horseface Kate Manzi were saying that Meghan was taking us back because she's a feminist, she's very hardworking, but she has a cooking show and she's setting us back. Okay, Roya, what do you call this then? Because you see, first of all, I don't understand what cooking has to do with feminism. Cooking is a cooking. I don't even. I'm not going to go back down there again. Meghan is running a business and she's advertising a lifestyle show. And if that to you is not a woman in charge, businesswoman, then what the hell do you call 4 women, professional women gathering around and dedicating a 46-minute segment supposed to be on royals to Kate Middleton, to your future queen's fashion? Is that feminist for you? And let's be clear, Kate, the thing that actually pisses me off the most is Kate is not talking. These women are talking for her. The question I'm going to leave many of you with is, why are we celebrating mediocrity? This is not even mediocrity. This is below mediocrity. Why this continued toddlerification of a grown-ass 40-something-year-old woman with 3 children, our future queen? Why are we not holding her to higher standards? I call the 4 women here, whoever the hell this is, Snape, Big Back, and Slapped Ass. Why are you happy with this segment? If you are going to do a fashion segment, may I suggest, since you're taking suggestions, may I suggest you actually focus on the work of the women. Try and work the fashion into their work. You should have, you know what, this is why Meghan, if you want tips, go and read Meghan's British Vogue. That was the highest selling issue they've had so far. And look at how you create a fashion discussion around something tangible and useful. You can give us fashion and give us tangible information around that fashion. Maybe something around sustainability or around work. Something. Figure it out. You call yourself journalists. But yeah, guys, sorry for this ridiculous rant. You may not even watch this video. That's fine. I don't blame you. But yeah, I just had to get this off my chest because every time I see reporting, I should probably start blocking all Kate Middleton content because this thing is hella triggering. I don't think anything frustrates me more than this situation. I think this genuinely triggers me. Maybe because I just can't stand this. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. Let me know your feelings. Do you think I'm being unreasonable? And yeah, take care.